Careful. Yeah, up. This firewood here is stuff that I just cut earlier this year. So it's going on this side of the shed, the wood shed. Callie, can you not breathe so heavy? Pup, come here. It's very hard for people to hear when you're panting in the camera. This side, that's south. Well, basically like that. So this side of the wood shed gets the most sun coming in and hitting it, especially the ones that are right on the outside, so the lowest winter sun can get into them. And the back is open so that wind can come through from the west. So the green, so basically unseasoned firewood I put on this side, seasoned on this side. I still have a whole, what, bush cord and a half, maybe down there. I've got probably a face cord down here that I cut down last fall actually. And then all that ash over here, I have that to cut into firewood and lumber, so that's probably going to be good by, well, not for this year, but for next year for sure. Easy dog. And I've got a bunch of dead standing trees and trees that are down that are not rotted because they're elevated a little bit. I need to still collect all of those as well. So I've got 2 years worth of firewood anyway. This head's getting loose, but you can actually see why, because it's shrinking. See how the wood in there has a gap around it? It's because that wood is drying out and shrinking. I can kind of see some hairline cracks in here. So I'm going to soak this thing in oil for a couple of days, get that head to expand, that wood to expand again, and treat this handle. Really just getting into firewood splitting season as it gets colder. I like to do most of my firewood prep in the winter, not when it's hot and not when the wood is green and unfrozen. It splits apart a lot better when it's frozen. So soak that. I won't miss it for a couple of days. I use the other axe to make up some cooking wood. It's one thing that I need a lot of all the time, is I need to keep splitting my decent sized pieces of firewood into smaller chunks, smaller than that, so that I don't have to burn much. It burns faster and hotter, gets that earthen oven up to speed, or up to temperature, and then once the cob is heated up, I can let the fire go out and it'll stay warm. But it just doesn't get to that hot temperature unless I'm using small wood with a lot of surface area, so that it can burn fast and hot. Like if I put something bigger in there, especially if it has some water in it, like if it's not fully dried, seasoned, then it actually creates a cool fire in the oven, and the mass of the oven never really heats up. So I guess that I think I'll do that. I'll soak this head, and then I'll split up a bunch of wood, and then got a little bit more work to do on the sauna, I think, before dinner. But I got to keep an eye on those beans in the oven too. Maple sugar. Garlic powder and hot sauce. Planted the vegetable garden way too late this year because I didn't have a garden. I had to clear the land there first. So I don't have much in there, but I have been getting a few tomatoes, which I've finished eating. There's some green tomatoes, some green tomatillos. I think there's a couple of zucchini, so I'm going to go grab those and I'll throw that in the beans as well. And there's some hot peppers, but they're still green. I'll use at least one, maybe two in the beans anyway. So essentially all it is beans, tomatoes, garlic powder, onions, and hot peppers, and then I'm going to throw zucchini in there as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And some Old Bay seasoning, so salt and paprika. Get some stuff out of the garden.
Good girl.